Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome to the 6th episode of Telia Misfits. This wonderful band of, I'm going to call them adventurers. I am joined here with my good friends, Sarcastrophe,
Hey guys.
Savian,
Yo!
Ocean X,
Hello.
and a wonderful Raining Blades.
Salutations.
Right, so, while I believe it's Damir who is going to be regaling us with the events of the past session, I'm going to be doing some shoutouts. So, Damir, take it away. Let's do this.
Yes, quite. Well, you see, the last time we left off, a new day had begun since the various terrorist attack that happened upon our city, and we actually awoke and went about our business, encountering yet another terrorist attack that happened. This one, not an explosion of acid like before, but rather fire and just greater collateral damage in the terms of buildings. A couple of us went to investigate, see if there was any new leads, and help those who were present, though we didn't really gain any additional information. But meanwhile, Callahan went to visit some of the ladies of the night that he had met the previous day and assist them with some of their various ailments in exchange for information. That, in turn, led us to a path where we were able to make a rendezvous appointment with Ivy, who resided at the Silver Tongue, which is a rather shady place. We had a little bit difficulty trying to get in, but thanks to our good friend Emerus and their ability to read people's minds, we were able to ascertain the password and gain entry into the establishment. Said mind reading and as well as telepathic abilities was also key in getting us an audience with Ivy without having to resort to some large lump sum payment. So while Callahan and myself, we stayed back and played some Go Fish, to which I most handily won. Emerus and Kyoho, meanwhile, went to meet with Ivy, and when they came back, they assured us that there was absolutely nothing dangerous going on. They certainly didn't make a blood pact with Ivy in return for information to guarantee that they gave her the payment of these various dangerous scrolls we've been hunting down. Certainly nothing nefarious of that sort. And with this information that Ivy had given us, that indirectly led us to presumably the location of Sketch and the wizard who had joined with him, Adina, we were able to track these various signs throughout the town to get down to what we believed to be a warehouse, determining that many of the doors and windows were magically trapped with some kind, though not necessarily the damaging variety of spells. We attempted to try and enter the establishment through the second story. Kyoho basically jumped up a window doing some, as my companions have put it, cool monk shit, and was then able to lower down a rope to at first bring Imris up to go into the window, and we would then follow. Unfortunately, we couldn't really see well into the window and what was behind it, and it turned out that as soon as Imris had reached the window level, they found themselves face to face with Sketch, the very rat beast mafia boss type man that we've been searching for, and he decided to hit them with a crossbow bolt and then burst out the window. And now, well, we're just hoping for the best.
I do believe I couldn't have put it better myself, even if I tried. For someone who needed a refresher before the stream started, you made a very detailed description of what happened. Good job.
Does that mean I get an extra hero point so we don't die?
Oh no, not at all.
You can only stack one hero point at a time, and you automatically get one at the start of the session. So
Yeah. Which is good.
Your extra hero point goes into the ether.
Yes. So yeah, sure, you can get a hero point. Just you can't use it. Anyway, we begin with where we left off. The massive, giant, humanoid red person clad in a black chainmail armor jumps out of the window, breaking the window as if it was nothing, snarling this purplish spit dribbling from his mouth as his claws extend with in one hand, crossbow in the other. He's dropping down towards Damir. You're gonna have to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, that's great. Oh crap, I don't even have full 20 punch up yet. Hold on a sec.
No worries.
Get all this.
Yes, by the way, I added to your token a little bar, the blue bar underneath the health, which denotes your arcane ward. So you can keep track of it and it's visible for it's easier that way.
Ooh. And you said dexterity saving throw?
Yes, a dexterity saving throw. As the creature falls down upon you, and meanwhile,
Ooh, that's
let's see.
not at all.
All right. You look up as the glass shatters. You see the giant beast. You see his shadow upon you. And you're a big guy. You're a big Oni. But you still manage to jump out of the way right at the last second. You jump to the side. And you just see Sketch land, cracking the floor under his actually paws. His feet have claws at the end, ripping through these bandaged boots. The boots unable to contain his new form. As you start to notice, all of you, Sketch looks a little bit bigger than he used to. A tiny bit bigger. But you've never been this close to him, and you've realized, Damir, he is about your size, and he's not an Oni. Now,
Oh my.
I'm going to put you in the battle map.
We're in danger.
Battle music.
Yeah. The map might load in a little bit. Don't worry about it.
It loaded
My
for
arcane
me
word
after,
is so cool.
Oh, okay. There we go. So, this
Oh my
is...
god, it's so colorful. I love it.
Yeah, well, you're in Hightown.
That's so nice.
And this...
It'll look even more colorful when it's painted with our blood.
Ah, yes, of
Oh,
course.
dear. Oh, dear.
We do need the blood. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen. Well, mostly gentlemen. Only gentlemen, sure.
I got extra parts now.
Identify as a cute anime girl, thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and cute anime girls, please. My apologies.
I like the way that you said ladies
Oh.
and cute anime girl, so now there's only ladies.
Yes, now you're all ladies. Shut up. Yeah, everyone.
As a cute anime girl, I rolled pretty high for initiative. I'm feeling quite good about this.
Well, I don't even need to tell you to roll initiative then. Enjoy.
For a cute anime
I'm
Oni,
fine.
I rolled pretty well too.
Cute anime Oni. Yes, yes. All right. Sketch.
Oh, how the tables have tabled.
The tables. Oh,
the
actually,
turntables.
Sketch actually rolled pretty well. Look at that.
Oh,
The tables have not tabled as much as you think they did.
Didn't load for 2 seconds, and I was like, how does Sketch manage to roll a 0? That's amazing. That's great for it. I love it.
It is possible. It is possible if he has minuses and rolls very low. All right, so there we go. At the start of this combat, also hi Bimo, love you too Bimo. At the start of this combat, you find yourself, Damir, right next to this snarling beast, more beast than man by this point. and his eyes are focused upon you. You see to the side Emerus still on the ground, a crossbow bolt sticking out of their side. You see Callahan, surprised by what happened, and Kyoho, up above, still holding the rope that was previously holding Emerus. What do you do?
So, to start things out, I'm just going to pull no punches. So, I'm going to go ahead and cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp upon Sketch. So, I'll choose, I guess, right here, occupied space. Medium hand reaches out, and it basically will attempt a grab on Sketch. So, he makes a strength saving throw.
There we go. Now you have a hand.
Nice hand.
Yeah.
Fancy.
All right. Strength saving throw it is. Okay. Let's see. What's the DC?
The DC is going to be 12.
12. All right. Your earthen hand grows from the ground. You see, rather than moving the earth seems to mold itself into this earthen shape, creating a crater underneath the. Mold itself into an earthen shape. Yeah, that was wonderful English. Rather into a hand shape, rather than dig a hole. It's almost like it created its own earth. Does not even match the rest of the ground around it, which is mostly stone pavement. But at the hand tries to grasp at Sketch, and you just see the big beast deliver this powerful kick to just a stomp, literally, to the hand, preventing it from even reaching him.
Yep, what I expected, and
He does take.
that's pretty much all I got.
He does take half as much, I believe. Target takes D6 bludgeoning damage, half as much on a successful. So roll 2d6. Now put the slash before roll. There we go. All right, so you hit Sketch, and you deal. Well, that's half of that, so 5 damage. But you do notice that he does wince a little from the blow. It is still magical damage from a spell, and seems to have affected him. Let's see. But otherwise, you seem to have blocked the move. What else do you do?
Gonna be pretty much. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
All right. It is Sketch's turn, and you see he looks around, looks to the side at Emerus on the floor, looks at the hand, looks at Callahan, looks at Damir, finds himself somehow cornered, despite
Like a rat.
Like a rat, despite a surprise attack. Angrily, he gives out this snarl. Takes out a small flask from his belt, and you see it has this purplish liquid, very not unlike the mushrooms and the ichor that was flowing from the statue. Pops the cork and shoves it into his mouth, just drinking it, downing it. You see his body start to grow exponentially, pushing Emerus and the hand aside as he grows a size larger.
Oh my god.
Stomping. And at the same time, his body seems to convulse. And this evil, dark energy spreads from all around him. I want everyone to roll me dexterity saving throws. Emerus, you have disadvantage because you are on the floor. Ooh.
Hello.
22,
Ooh.
22,
Hello.
22, 22, 22. Eight.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Combo breaker.
Combo breaker. Yeah, well, those were amazing rolls. All right.
Unfortunately, the person who needed it most did not roll the
Yes.
best.
So what happens? This necrotic energy hits. Actually, Kyoho, you didn't need to roll because you're 20 feet up. It wouldn't have reached you. So you don't
said
even.
everyone, so I hit the button.
Sorry.
You said everyone, so I hit the button.
Yeah, I know. But I forgot that you are 20 feet up. So this is only within a 15-foot radius. So Damir, Callahan, you take 6 points of necrotic damage, while Emeris, you take 13.
Okay. Emry's, yeah, I mean, it's like a kind of like poison, right? That kind of seeps out.
Oh, this is more than poison. This is your very life essence is drained from your body.
Emry's just kind of goes pale, just like almost as if they're like dehydrating a bit. They're kind of becoming a bit withered, and they're just kind of like choking for a moment, and then just like,
Yes.
and I'm downed.
Yeah. 0 HP and dying. Callahan, you feel this necrotic impact. You see the giant sketch, and you see Emeris stop moving. What do you do?
All right, I think it's a pretty simple choice. I sprint over, and then using Circle of Mortality in conjunction with Cure Wounds.
Oh shit! You finally get to use it.
I finally get to use Circle of Mortality. I'm so happy.
Yes.
Thank you for dying on me. So, it just straight up lets me roll the max amount of hit points that I can,
Yep.
or
So
hit or die.
it's your wisdom plus 8.
Yeah, so that should be so. Emeris, you get 11 points of
Healing.
health back.
Yes.
Um,
touch-
Give me just 2 seconds just to see if I can do my channel divinity. I think that's an action though.
It's an action. Yeah.
Is it? Okay, perfect.
I believe it is an action. But Emeris, everything went dark as you felt your energy leave you. But at the same time, you feel another source of warmth into your body and you can breathe again. You open your eyes and you see Callahan standing over you, not on top of you, over you. Standing over you with his hand upon the stone on your forehead.
No, I'll tell you where the hand is. It's on the the mini book of Mal.
I was gonna say the other hand is holding the mini book of Mal.
The mall pocketbook for misadventures? That's perfect.
Yeah, but you do feel this life energy enter you, and you return to life. Good job, Callahan. Anything else you wish to do?
Can I also cast Shield of Faith? Because that's a bonus action.
It is a bonus action, but it is a level 1 spell, and you can only cast cantrips now because you already cast a level 1 spell. If you cast a level 1 or higher spell, you can only cast cantrips after that.
You're dead right, because I also knew that, but I was thinking too much of my feats. I end my turn.
You end your turn. And luckily, Emeris, you were resurrected. You're still on the ground, but you were brought back to life before your life faded, and you are standing right next to the giant beast's paw.
Yeah, and I have a hand on one side, a building on the other side, and Callahan on the other side.
Yes, you can move through allies. There is no problem.
Okay. Can I? Okay, that's good then.
But first of all, you have to get up, so that's half your movement gone.
Half my movement getting up for sure. Emrys just kind of like wobbles their feet, just like, Callahan, I saw something. Oh no! Wait. Wait. Is that sketch? He's massive. Emrys is just kind of like stumbling away, just kind of like trying to squeeze through Callahan and the arm. I am gonna move. Wait, because it's that big, does it have? Well, whatever. I'm gonna be moving further anyway, so.
But do you disengage or do you just move?
Is it an action to disengage?
Yes. Unless you're a goblin.
Hang on. Need to. Okay, I have 30 foot. So that's. Do we have diagonal movement again? Sorry.
It's perfectly fine. So
So
it
it'd be 5 foot
takes
to die.
5 feet normally.
So that's 5. Okay. I'm just considering my options here.
If you don't disengage, you're gonna take an attack opportunity. If you do
Okay,
disengage,
yeah.
you won't take any attacks.
Okay. Only thing I want to ask, because it's this big, does it have the regular 5 foot reach, or is it 10 foot reach? I can't remember if that being gives reach.
You reckon it still only has 5 foot reach? He does have a crossbow in his hand, so.
That's true.
Yeah, but you can't opportunity attack with ranged weapons.
No, but you can still attack with ranged weapons.
I'm gonna action disengage.
Okay, so.
And Emery's just kind of like facing Sketch, just kind of very carefully trying to scramble away. Scrambles. You said I could move through Callahan, right?
Yes.
So I move through Callahan, just like immediately behind Callahan.
Okay.
Just kind of like panting heavily, just bleeding a lot. And I will also bonus action just bonus action point at Demir and just I'm gonna like activate my psychic link. I'm not gonna say anything yet, but I'm just gonna like activate it, so I'm connected with it.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. By the way, when Callahan healed you, he did remove the crossbow bolt from your side. Just wanted to point that out. The wound is mostly, it's not bleeding. At least there's still a wound, and it still hurts when you move. But at least it's not bleeding profusely. All right, Yoho, you're on the roof.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to see how piercing damage does against these guys, since
right.
slashing and blunt appear to not work too well against the other rats.
All right.
I'm going to activate Kinsey's shot, which I think I need to do beforehand.
I believe so.
All right. And then I'm going to pull out my longbow and shoot.
Okay. A 14 is not a hit. You actually bounce off its armor. By the way,
all right.
You've noticed one thing. His clothes don't seem to grow with him, so they seem very tight and ripping. But the armor does grow with him. It's the only thing, and the armor and the crossbow, they seem to be the only things that were growing along with him.
That's some One Piece logic.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. So that is Kyoho.
I think Sketch has the rat zone.
Well, why not? Damir, it is your turn.
I'm going to check on my soup. Be right back.
Go.
All right, question. So, would I be able to like move like right there or so and still be like within that 5 feet range or so? Like kind of just hug the corner?
No, because of the corner there, you're not able to be within the 5 feet. Well, technically, you'd still be within the 5 feet range. Yes.
Okay, so provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah. So if you move there, you do not get an opportunity attack.
Okay, just gonna kind of Even though it might not do much, I'm just gonna kind of hug the corner a bit, and then yeah, I think I'll just try and so with my action, I can basically try and regrab sketch.
Okay.
So another strength saving throw.
It's an action. You can use your hand to crush. Okay, within 5 feet. A medium hand. The target must make a dexterity saving throw.
And then the last part is like, as an action, you can cause the hand to reach for a different creature.
Okay. Okay. So he makes.
So it's basically just trying it again.
So he makes a strength saving throw, correct?
Yeah, just does it again.
All right. He does have advantage. Ah, okay. The first one fails with a natural 1, but unfortunately he has advantage and he passes. Now that he's bigger, the hand is trying to grasp at his leg, and he just kicks it.
That's a shame.
He does still take the half damage.
Back.
Welcome back. Ah, all right. He takes 1 point of damage. Slowly but surely.
That's a response from my 2 natural 20s to kick the session off.
Yeah.
Demir is just like frustratingly trying to move the hand to grasp on, and it's just like, oh, darn it, oh, get back here, you.
Used to grabbing regular size stuff with the big hand,
Yeah.
not big stuff with the big hand.
And that'll be it.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. All right. So let's see. Let me just put the map here. There we go. All right. It is Sketch's turn. Sketch, not really threatened by the big hand, but noticing a certain someone heal, starts to move. Damir, you do get an attack opportunity on him.
Yeah, I guess I'll just swing at him with my. Well, actually, no, because I realize that. Oh, I know he has red skin, blood genius. Yeah, I don't even bother.
Okay, you don't even bother. You just see him run surprisingly fast. For a creature his size, he's moving super fast. And he moves next to you too, and he starts to go wild. Claws, fangs. He just starts swinging away. He's going to attack Callahan first with a bite. Callahan, what is your AC right now, please?
It is 18, sir.
Yes, sir. So the bite does indeed hit. So
Oh no.
you take 10 points of damage, 7 piercing damage, and 3 necrotic damage, as you feel your energy being sucked out from within you, your very life, and you, as he bites you, of course, you do feel that the teeth pierced pieces of the armor that were kind of looser. And at the same time, he's going to use 1 claw attack against Callahan and 1 claw attack against Emerus.
Ah!
Indeed. So the claw attack against Callahan hits the shield, so does not deal damage. And the claw attack against Emerus, yes, it hits. Very much hits. Emerus, you take 7 points of slashing damage. Sorry. Yeah, it just cuts you on the side. You have this large gash where there's also the crossbow bolt wound. Emerus is not having a good day.
I'm still standing though.
Yeah.
Emerus is like, this corrupted beast. Of course, it would target me as the main threat.
Well, the creature is snarling at both of you. Callahan, you're face to face with it, with Emerus partially hiding behind you as best as they can in this situation.
Oh dear. He's so close.
Yes.
What an absolutely and utterly awful movement. Uh, Could you just give me one moment? I was just quickly trying to read Path of the Grave again.
That is fine.
Vulnerability. What does that entail exactly?
Double damage.
Double damage. Oof. Can my eyes just kind of glow and cast Path to the Grave? Or sorry, use my channel divinity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. A Path to the Grave on sketch. So that means next time me or someone else actually hits the creature,
Mm-hmm.
so rather than attack, they get vulnerability to all of that attack's damage,
All right.
and then it disappears.
All right.
It schmoops.
That is very good. Very good.
I then cast Shield of Faith on Emrys, just kind of like I stared at I almost used that as like a distraction to cast Shield of Faith onto Emrys and kind of let like two like owl wings like momentarily cover them before dissipating.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So Emrys, you now have plus. Oh no, that's the wrong spell. You now have a saucy little +2 to AC while I maintain concentration.
There we go.
But it is concentration based, so if someone schmacks me,
Yes.
be prepared to drop that.
Which is something that he is quite keen on doing. Yes.
I feel like that's gonna come up eventually. Like I feel like that's gonna come up.
Yep. But yes, you see this. He has this faint glow, and I think Callahan, you're the only one that sees this. The silver sword of Mal floats above his head, as if ready for an execution.
Oh, I love it.
Marked
I love
as
it. I'm getting
vulnerable.
like sort of Damocles vibe. I love it.
Yes. Emrys, it is your turn.
Okay. God.
Just to match the
Emrys-
fact that last time Emrys didn't take a single point of damage.
I know.
The last time they fought Sketch.
Emrys just kind of like glares at Sketch for a moment, just like gritting their teeth, kind of raising hands as if about to do something, then runs away. Action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15.
Can click, drag, and right click at the same time to see the distance you're moving, if you want.
What do I
Select the token, then right click, and then you can just move it as you wish. Sorry, I was moving it. Yeah.
That's not doing anything for me. Oh,
You have to right click at the same time as you left click.
Oh. No, that's not doing it for me.
Well, 30 feet is here if you want.
I'm not going to move full 30 feet. I'm going to move 5, 10, just 15. This is out of his like vision.
Yes, he cannot see you, and you can just barely see one of his claws.
Yeah, and that's my turn, I think.
All right.
Just kind of Emrys desperately trying to like. Emrys is bleeding very heavily.
Yep.
Very injured.
Just
kind of
At least one of us will survive the TPK.
Scrambling away from this rat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try another one of those longbow shots because the last one hit his armor. I don't know how good piercing does against him yet.
Yep. Kyoho.
Oh, it's a higher hit roll that time.
It is your crossbow, your longbow. You aim, you fire. The longbow, the arrow, flies through the air, hits the head where there is no armor, and you just see the arrow hit the head, stick to it, and then slowly get pulled out and fall to the floor uselessly.
Even with the vulnerability.
Even with the vulnerability. However, it did not activate the path of the grave because it dealt no damage. So vulnerability is damage times 2. 0 times 2 is still 0. So it does not activate. I'm going to say it does not activate Path of the Grave. So he still has vulnerability on the next time either you deal damage. That said, Gyoho, he is currently apparently immune to even piercing damage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hit this damage button and this damage button because I can.
Okay, of course you
Even
can.
though they don't do anything, just to make myself feel better.
Of course, that would have been
And then
quite the
that was my
damage.
action and my bonus action. Can I jump over onto this roof?
With your dope monk shit, I'm gonna say yes. Just roll me an acrobatics, just for the sake of it. It's not a high DC. Yeah, you barely make it to the edge of the roof. But you managed to reach it.
All right. Do I still have more movement?
It costs the same movement it would if you were just walking. So that is 5-10 feet to reach this part.
Can I jump down? That is...
Yes, you can. Your movement ends there. You are going to take damage though from falling.
Can't I roll to break my fall?
You can roll to see if you land standing. Roll another acrobatics, please.
All right.
Okay, you do not fall prone, but you do still take 9 points of damage as you land badly on your leg and just damn it! You have to rub your leg.
I did not think it would be that much damage. Oof.
I rolled pretty high. Sorry.
Oh man, if only it were let's see, next level. I could slow fall down the side of the roof.
Yes, no damage.
But no. So
But no. All
We
right.
thought we were gonna live to next level. How naive.
I can hope.
And Damir, it is your turn while everyone else is hoping.
Have we even hit this
By the
guy?
way, I'm
He
coming
has
over
been hit,
there
right?
for that magic knife. So I
I've
can
been the
do
only one I
something.
think to hurt him so far. With
But did you actually hurt him? Like, Toll the Dead hurt him? Or are we just talking like, you gave him a little belly rub and then hope for the best?
The hand
no, I'm doing damage.
has been doing little damage because he's been passing the saving throw, but it has been doing damage.
Speaking of the hand, that's really my best option. So
Another saving throw?
Damir's just gonna keep trying to grab.
All right. So he failed this time. Nice. He actually rolled pretty bad. Rolled a natural. I'm going to tell you. Rolled a natural 9 and a natural 1.
All right, so that'll mean the full. All right, so that'll mean roll 2d6 again. So
Path of the
all right,
grave.
and then that. Oh, and that has vulnerability, right?
Yep. So the
Great.
damage is doubled.
Vulnerability to a big ol' left hook or whatever it is. Let's
Yep,
go.
Yep. So
And then he's gonna be. So now he's gonna be restrained since he failed the saving throw.
you dealt 20 points of damage. As you put the hand this time, instead of trying to grab him, it closes into a fist and sucks him right in the jaw as it just grows out of the ground, hits him right in the jaw. He wobbles for a moment, and then he grabs him almost like a Muay Thai grab, just holding onto the neck and just very confused as he's just being held down. It is his turn, though.
Yeah, restrained.
He is restrained. So I do believe restrain means disadvantage on attacks.
So his speed is 0, attack rolls against him have advantage, and his attack rolls have disadvantage.
All right.
And disadvantage on dex saving throws.
All right. But he angrily. Actually, let's see. That hit was pretty bad.
He's not actually that angry. He's not even that pushed. He's like, whatever. Give it to him.
Let's see. Well, as he's doing that, he takes out another bottle. And this time, rather than drink it, he actually puts the whole bottle in his mouth and crushes it. The liquid seeping into his mouth, crushing the glass.
Does he take damage for like? Oh no, shit! I imagine the glass is magical, is it?
Exactly.
But it's lathered in magical gunk. No, does that?
That's at least 1 point of magical piercing damage.
Sure.
Absolutely.
The thing is, you do see his wounds start to heal.
No.
And as he does that, because he drank, Emerus, Kyoho, actually no, Emerus, you're around the corner. You have advantage, but Emerus, Kyoho, Callahan, both of you roll dexterity saving throws to see if you get impacted by this necrotic energy.
No!
I have advantage.
Yeah, you have a point. You have a hero point.
I'm using my inspiration.
Let's go, baby. All hands in.
All right. So 20, 14, and 20. All of you pass. Good job. Let me just roll the damage. You're going to take off of it.
Still taking damage.
Don't sound too disappointed, Rand.
I don't think I can afford to take over.
Yeah. All of you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
God.
Would have been 12. And you just see Emerus again. Energy sucked right out of them. Emerus, keep one thing in mind. You have 1 wound. So the DC every time you roll to stabilize is going to start higher. So while you would have needed an 11, now you start at 12.
Okay.
Yeah, but you see Kyoho, Emerus fall, while Callahan and Kyoho, both of you take 6 points of damage as well.
Already dead.
All right.
Wait, no.
Uh,
I accidentally put it in my keep track of arrows.
Oh, there we go. I don't think you need to keep track of arrows right now.
Yeah. I'm
but-
just gonna make that blank again.
Time for a Toll the Dead and healing word.
That does mean, though, that Sketch is still currently restrained by the hand, because he did not make any effort to free himself. Callahan, it is your turn as you wobble from the energy that was seeped out of you.
Actually, this might be a good time to ask. Should I be making a whatever I need to make for concentration?
Oh, yes. You would have needed to make a concentration roll. Yes.
Which stat do I use for that?
It's a
That's
Constitution
a
saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
All right.
That is enough to pass.
Awesome. I've never had it come up before, so I was always like, I don't even know. I've never even checked for the DC. Might be
Just so you know, the DC is 10, or half of the damage you took if that half is above 10 damage. So if your damage is above a 20, the DC becomes half of that damage. Otherwise, it's always 10. Even if you take 1 damage.
Real quick, the top of the map view on stream is here. We can only see Demir.
Oh, thank you so much, because I...
good shout. That's a real good shout.
Well, He's the only one
That's
that
a great
who
view
hasn't
to
taken
have.
damage.
He's the only one that's going to survive.
Well,
Ow.
we know
He
who the
took
main character is
damage.
at the very least.
Here's
We know
Archie.
who our Yamcha is.
Oh yeah, Emrys right now is in the Yamcha pose, by the way. Just on the ground.
Just laying on the ground defeated. I love it.
Alright, Callahan.
Okay, so I would like to use Spare the Dying as a bonus action
Okay.
on Emrys.
Okay.
Um,
Emrys, you are stable, but now you have 2 wounds, which means the next time you go down, the DC keeps increasing.
Okay.
Just stop going down is effectively what we're trying to say.
Thank you, RB. I'll handle this.
You're so big now, Rand, that you're actually getting spammed. That's amazing.
Actually, no. Yeah, sure. Let's go
I
with
know
that.
you got in the big leagues.
That means you've made it now, man. Now you're getting the spam.
Callahan, what do you do? That was your action.
I'd like to use the rest of... No, that was my bonus action. I'd like to use my action to cast Guiding Bolt.
Spare the Dying is a bonus action for you? Oh yeah, because Grave.
It is. It
Yeah.
becomes like long range or short range and
And
bonus
bonus
action.
action.
Yeah.
All right.
So real cool cleric
Just dish out those spare the dyings.
Your Guiding Bolt would have been disadvantaged because he's in melee with you. However, because he's restrained, it gives you advantage. So it nullifies your disadvantage. So you just roll a straight roll.
Are spells a disadvantage if it's...
Ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Any ranged
Yeah,
attack.
it's just ranged attacks in general.
If it is point
I
blank.
see.
But in this case, it would be a normal roll.
Oh, very
Crossbow
sus.
expert feat lets you use hand crossbows in melee without disadvantage.
That is a feat. And
Doesn't hit.
that is a hit.
Saucy. Very sauce. Very sauce. I pepper him with a little bit of Guiding Bolt. And next time someone makes an attack roll, make sure it's magical, they have advantage.
All right. I want to point out something. The moment you hit him with this holy blast of radiant damage, it seems to have the same effect as your Path of the Grave, dealing way more damage than you expected it would have dealt.
Ooh, very spicy.
It seems he has permanent vulnerability to radiant damage.
Shit, I'm almost out of radiance spell.
Well, he's also glowing, by
Well,
the way.
guys, I hope it was good.
Well, Emerus, you are on the ground, unconscious, nothing you can do, and Kyoho.
Doesn't Emrys need to roll death
No,
save?
I've got spare the dying.
Callahan
Oh, that-
stabilized
okay.
him.
Yeah,
That's right.
so
Alright, can I go over and grab the magic knife off of Emrys?
Yes, you can go over and
For my unconscious body.
Grab the
you
magic knife.
start feeling the body.
Kyoho, I don't think
I'm
they're
getting
dead
the
yet.
knife!
Oh, okay, but carry on.
All right.
Help.
Well, then I will come over here. Did that take an action?
I'm gonna say it would have because you have to search through the Kyoho's body, so it would have taken an action. Yes.
And search through Emrys' body, yes.
Yes. Emeris's body. Searching through
Okay.
Kyoho's body is a different thing. Anyway. Yep. So,
Alright.
but you do have the knife in your hand, and you do see. The moment you approach with it, Sketch's eyes turn towards you, seeing the knife. Give.
You also notice.
You're not gonna like the way I give it.
You also notice when you're searching Emra's body that they have 2 healing potions.
Oh. Those would be useful.
Well,
Yeah, they would if I weren't unconscious.
Yeah, and Joha has one as well, right?
Oh wait, do I have 2 or do I have 1? I think I only
I think
have
you each have one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
each,
only
there were only 2 potions involved, and I think
yeah,
one of
I
you.
missed
Yeah.
we each have 1.
Damir.
A way to heal without the cleric. Okay,
It
so
Except
think. Okay, let me look my spell again. Scrolling up. Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I just
Okay,
reread the
so
spell.
yeah. So basically, I'm gonna just just keep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No,
So
I just reread the spell. Apparently, if he passes the saving throw, to not get restrained, he does not take damage. Only if he is already restrained and fails the saving throw to be crushed. So he wouldn't have taken damage so far, but screw it, it's already
well, the
done.
most recent one, it did successfully restrain him.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying the
Okay.
previous 10 damage or whatever that it would have. No, actually 6 damage, but whatever. It's already done. Just keep going. So it has a strength saving throw.
Since he is restrained, I can try and attack him again, and then even if
Yes.
he succeeds, it'll be half, right?
You can
Because he is
crush
restrained right
him.
now.
You can crush him.
Okay, yeah, I'll crush him then.
He
My
does
action.
pass the saving throw. So he's not as crushed as you think he would be.
Does that take a? Is that an attack roll to do any of that?
It is.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could have done something different. Oh well, I already said it. So
Because Maul's guidance will guide any and all attack rolls.
yeah, it's not an attack roll, unfortunately.
Maybe
Maul's
Kyoho
guidance.
can take advantage of that.
Yeah, if I'm still alive next turn.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, and I think
All right. So you still crush him for 3 damage. That is all well and good, and it is now his turn. However, as this happens, Damir, since you're standing there, you suddenly hear the door fling open, and you look back, and you see a woman
shit.
step out. You see her holding a large sack in her arms. She looks at you. There's this moment where she pauses, confused. And then you see her run in this direction. As fast as she can, but while muttering something. And suddenly, a cloud, a literal. I'm gonna use another one because this was too. This one's actually also too hard to see. How about we go with maybe this one? Maybe.
How many tokens does this man have?
Quick question. So I know Emrys is unconscious, but was Demir aware when Emrys formed the psychic link?
let me look at the thing.
I would say unless Emrys said something, no.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're not really aware. But
I was just jokes. So that's fine.
Demir, you see her run, and she is muttering a spell, and suddenly this area is covered in whirling, floating daggers that just pop into existence, covering that entrance to that street behind her. You just see this whirling cloud of daggers. Not very appealing, but she did not attack you. And now it is.
Yes, I found Dina. She's getting away, but we might be a bit preoccupied.
Yes.
Yes. Sketch. It's Sketch's turn, and he is restrained.
Chuckles. I'm in danger.
He is restrained. However, angry as he is still going to try to bite Callahan's head off.
What?
He has disadvantage.
What? Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. This man, all this hatred for where? He could be in church right now.
Oh, nope. Oof. Actually, no. It is a normal roll because you would have had advantage, but then you would have had disadvantage because of the restraint. So, as the snarling teeth chomp towards you, you put up your shield, almost guided by Miles's hand itself, and you block the fangs at the last moment. Angrily, his claws open, and he swipes with them. First one against you, and that is a hit, Callahan. Yo-ho, you just see Callahan. He raises the shield after blocking the fangs. The claw hits him so hard he bounces against the wall, and it hits the wall with so much strength, hits his head, and then falls back to the ground. You are at 0 HP, Callahan. He dealt way more than 2 damage, so I'm not gonna roll damage.
Emrys, you now no longer have 2 AC on your unconscious body.
Oh well. And that's what's important. And since he still has a claw left, he is going to attack Kyoho.
Chuckles. I'm in danger.
Yes. Natural 1. He tries to swipe, but the earthen hand is just very, very hard for him to move. Callahan, roll death. Wait, it's 0 HP. All right, you are now stable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I didn't know if I was going to do the success and failure thing. This is brilliant.
You are now stable.
So, how do I wake up? Or is that a...
Someone needs to heal you, or wait about an hour.
All right. How does Maul feel about healing me right now?
Mal feels that he has
How's he feeling right now? What's the mood?
Okay, here's what's going on. Mal has 2 eyes, and he's trying to focus on a whole world.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, as his favorite gangster,
And this is the moment.
I've made Maul cool for the kids. And I've cured syphilis, clearly.
Yes,
So
this is the
how
moment
does this equate?
this is the moment where Callahan realizes he's not the favorite son.
Oh.
Or maybe he
no.
is brought to Mal's side.
Kyoho, it is your turn.
This is not good. Will it take an action to grab those healing potions?
I'm gonna say during your search for the dagger, you would have seen them, so you can grab the healing potion if you want.
Well, I only have one, remember, and you have the other.
So you so
No, I do have a
When
healing
did
potion.
you guys get healing potions?
now we found them in the dungeon, and then we split them between Emrys and Kyoho.
Okay.
So now
That's
Kyoho
right,
found
I was
one.
It was
gentleman.
Gesser.
Yeah,
Gesser
yeah.
had the healing potions.
I remember not taking the healing potions. Fucking smart move.
The area, so I don't provoke. Can I shove a healing potion into Callahan's mouth?
That is an action, but you can.
Okay then.
Kyoho, roll 4d4 plus 4, because it is a greater healing potion.
Oh,
Wow.
that's supposed to be 44. Let me roll the other thing.
Yeah, roll another d4.
Got to
Plus
push
sir.
it.
Plus sir.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey!
There we go. Quite the
It
big
was
difference.
touch and go for a start there, guys. 17, let's go.
Yeah. Suddenly, Callahan, you wake up, you open your eyes, and you see this beautiful, buxom Oni woman holding you with a bottle
Like
to
halfway
your
down my
lips.
throat.
Yes, just
Callahan
shoving
has a
it.
new favorite god, and their name is Kyoho.
Yes. I will say this, Callahan. You are still prone, but you are
I figured,
awake.
yeah.
You have one wound. You are awake, and well, you still have the giant sketch above you.
Sketch still has disadvantage until he breaks free, right?
Yes,
Okay then.
and you still have
There's nothing
advantage because
to do with a bonus action then.
yeah. And actually, he loses the
Yeah, I can
glowing.
use key to dodge, but he already has disadvantage.
Yep. Damir, it is your turn.
Using potion to get the healer back up.
All right. Let's see what. I'm just checking something real quick.
And so spellcasters be.
It's the life of a spellcaster. Let me just check something real quick. It is the number one line from spellcasters.
All right. So because he's restrained, I can have an advantage on range attack rolls, right? So
Yes, you have advantage on all attacks against him.
all right. In that case, I'm gonna try and go with the since he's able to keep on resisting for most part my crushing.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
big,
go
strong
ahead
guy.
and just do a I'm gonna do a firebolt at him.
All right.
And unfortunately, having to forget about Dina as I'm watching my friends die and then get resurrected around me over and over again.
All right. Roll to attack. You have advantage. Fire. Even while he's restrained, and he is a large target, even then, your
Demir's
fireball.
too distracted by Dina running away. He's not
Yes.
paying that much attention. He's
This is true.
all right. Yeah, and I don't really have anything for my bonus action worth using, so yeah, that's gonna be it.
All right. It is his turn. Well, first it's Dina's turn, as you can barely see her from the cloud of daggers rushing in this direction and vanishing around the corner. No longer see her. But it is Sketch's turn, and you see him take out a third bottle.
Oh no.
Yeah, was this guy an overdose?
Well,
or...
I enjoy these characters, guys. It's been a pleasure.
He drinks from the bottle, and you see his body begin to tremble and grow again as he drinks it. First of all, he heals. And then you see him
Jesus Christ.
your hand no longer able to hold
Dear.
him. Let me just
I've never had to see him this close to my screen before.
front. Yeah. As he towers now. Well, it's actually as tall as the houses. His head reaches the roof. But his body seems to be pulsing in different parts as he seems to have indeed started to overdose on whatever he was drinking. But he is still furious, angry, and deadly. And he uses his action. That was a bonus action. He uses his action to free himself from the hand.
Okay.
Wait, so drinking the potion was a bonus action for him?
Yep. Oh yeah, no. He just kicks the hand like it was just a toddler's hand trying to grab it, his leg. Just actually, I would say that a medium-sized hand would not be able to restrain a giant, a huge-sized creature. Either way, that was his turn. Callahan, you are on the ground. You are in front of a huge sketch.
Okay. Well, I have a new lease on life. Can I? Oh, jeez.
Standing up uses half your movement.
Yep.
If I recall, right?
Yep.
I'm not going anywhere. A real man doesn't run away from his fights. That's Callan's
Still need
MO.
to stand up to do most things.
You could just
I-
stand up, and then he won't get advantage on you.
Yep.
Yeah,
when he
you-
tries to
Exactly. That's what I
pull you
mean.
in.
Like I stand up. Ooh, cheapers.
I'm saying that because previous versions it took like actions and stuff. So
Yeah. I guess I just guiding bolt 2.0.
Okay. You
Let's
do
go,
have
boys.
disadvantage this time, though,
Why is that?
because you're in melee with him, and he's no longer restrained.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Oh.
Well, I don't know if you have enough movement. You could try and get out of melee, but just hope he doesn't hit you with his opportunity attack.
I'd only have 15.
Have
you can back up
15.
like here or here. And
Yeah,
have line of sight still.
you can get away. You're going to take an attack opportunity, but you can gain distance from him and no longer have disadvantage. Or you can
Can
fire
I-
there from disadvantage.
Can I run past Kyoho?
Yes.
I guess that's.
I'll let you pass. Yeah.
Oh, it's a. Okay, all right.
If you want to go over there and help Emrys.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide.
You take an
over
attack
here.
opportunity as he tries to bite you as you're running.
Yeah, cool.
He does not hit. He actually hits your armor.
Oh, saucy! I love that.
And that's his reaction.
And that
Just
is
a nice
his
little,
reaction.
spank on the butt, and I'm like, woo, okay, let's go.
I want to point out, though, he is injured. He is heavily injured. Even though with that healing, he is still very hurt.
Oh, did he not fully heal?
Oh, no,
I
no.
thought that.
He only heals. He only heals a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I was under the impression that he was like.
Yeah, no, I thought that as well.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
He is.
no, that is wonderful.
I do want to point out he is still in health, in good enough health to kick your asses, but not fully healed. No.
Okay, well, in that case, I would like to spank his ass with a little guiding bolt. Pew!
Okay. Roll to attack.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
Actually, I think it is. It isn't +3. I think it's +5 because it's your proficiency and your wisdom.
well, does a 24 hit then?
Yes, it does hit indeed.
That's that's brilliant. That's cool. I'm fine with that. If that's what we want to go with.
Yep.
I like that. Pew pew!
Roll that
Can I-
damage.
When I cast it, can I cast with my hands to the side, like proper like gangster style shooting?
You can.
Oh, brilliant. The immersion is key here, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Maul be praised.
Oh my
Maul be
goodness.
praised. We're promoting the mini book of Maul to a major book of Maul.
Oh,
When does that become? When does that become an emote? Book of Maul.
Your guiding bolt fires towards Sketch,
Oh,
hitting him right in the chest. And it almost looks like it goes through him, like the pure energy does not leave any wound. It enters him. Then you start seeing light come out of his mouth, come out of cracks that start to open on his body. His body starts to swell even more, bloat with this holy energy, until, like a balloon, he pops. And you have killed Sketch.
Woo!
However, that concentrated necrotic energy that surrounds Sketch swirls madly, and another necrotic explosion happens upon his death. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, except for Emeris, who's unconscious, because everyone is within 15 feet of him now because of his huge size, rolls a dexterity saving throw. Sketch's final fuck you.
Remember your inspiration.
Is
Hero
true. I
point.
think I'll.
Might I use my hero point, please?
You may use your hero point.
I'm almost wondering if I should.
Oh my
Regretful. Regretful.
Uh,
Oh no! I wasted all my
you know-
controls killing him.
you know what? I'll take the risk that I'll just miss it again. I'm just gonna keep my hero point.
Okay.
Lads, remember me how I lived.
You all take 19 points of necrotic damage. Except for
Callum.
Kyoho, who passed, so you take half of that.
Doesn't matter.
Callahan's down. But I went down very close to M, and I think that is emotional and symbolic.
Like kind of reached
One-
out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Our hand, like I'm leaping to kind of like protect M, but I go down, and we're so close, but we're so yet so far.
Yes.
Cinematic.
I also want to point out that Kyoho.
My hand disappears due to failed concentration saving throw. By the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, 19. No, you passed, so your hand is still up.
Oh, cool.
Kyoho, you had 9 HP, correct?
9 minus 19, 19 divided by 2.
Oh yeah,
would
because
be
yeah,
9.5,
yeah, you didn't
so
pass.
round
You
down
didn't
to
pass.
9.
Okay, so down here you see Kyoho Callahan as the dust settles from this necrotic explosion. You're the only one barely standing, and you see Kyoho Callahan on the ground, unconscious.
I'm gonna run and. What was Kyoho holding like both of the like healing potions out? Like
No, Kyoho,
No.
Like readily
Kyoho
there on the
only
ground?
used her potion.
Yeah, the other one's still on
What,
Emrys.
is the other one just like on her person, or is it like because she was like holding it? It's still, like,
This
out?
is no, it is on Emrys. This is
I did not grab the one on Emrys because I forgot I had the other one.
So this is
Okay.
This is out of combat. This is out of combat. I want to point that out. You still have to hurry, but this is out of combat.
All right.
So,
Yeah, so I'm bolting as fast as possible, knowing Imris has the other healing potion.
roll a perception. Roll a perception.
Or assuming. Okay.
An investigation. Sorry, an investigation.
Okay, and oh my god. Yeah, hero point.
Okay, use that hero point. All right.
Okay.
You instantly find the potion. You just lift up you just open the sack that Emrys has, and you just instantly find the healing potion.
And
Who do you
I'm
give
just
it to?
gonna pop it open and just shove it down Calhan's throat.
Okay, roll 4d4 plus
Yeah.
4.
How many again?
4d4 plus 4.
And once again, a giant Oni is bringing Callahan. Callahan back to the life.
Okay.
By shoving drink down his throat.
Yes, Callahan,
Exactly.
you wake up as a giant Oni is cradling you and very gently putting the liquid into your mouth, the red potion into your mouth. Far more careful than Kyoho ever was. Yes, but you do wake up. Kyoho and Emeris, I want both of you to roll me just that saving throw, which is a normal d20 roll.
All right.
I do have 2 wounds.
Yep.
Oh, I roll pretty good.
Yep. Actually, Emeris, you stabilize. Kyoho, you fail. So you are still dying. Callahan, you wake up.
Spare the dying.
Immediately, while still laying down, you look and see Kyoho on the floor and just cast Spare the Dying. And with that, everyone is stable. And
You just,
combat comes to an
Throw
end.
the mini book of Mal at her.
Yeah, just chuck it.
Boing.
The only two conscious are Damir and Callahan.
Out of curiosity, I know I'm not conscious, but this will be relevant to the people who are. What's like happened with Sketch's remains? Like, because he like exploded, right? Is there just like gore everywhere,
Yes.
or did he like explode, disintegrate? Because it was like a radiant kind of light.
No, there's gore everywhere. The streets are covered in sketch.
Delightful.
The streets are paved with red, but it's not our red.
We did say that would
Yeah.
happen.
Alright, I'm unconscious. I'm gonna go check my soup.
Go check your soup. Meanwhile,
I have no healing anything left.
It's all right.
Oh my.
I have.
Callahan, can you not bring them? Are they just gonna be unconscious?
I have a few blocks of incense that I can use. Or I have a few. No, that's not going to work today.
no.
I have a few vestments and censer.
Well,
Damn it.
that is not going to help.
Like Callum just explained that he is completely and utterly tapped.
Oh boy, goodness.
I want
Yeah, I
to
know-
point
I know.
out at this moment you do see, because of the fighting, people cowering behind their windows, their doors. General fear and a bit of panic from all the fighting is around, but nobody's actively leaving their houses because they don't know what happened.
Well, it's good that no one helped.
I see Callahan. I saw Dina, or who I assume at least to be Dina. I've never seen her before myself, so there's no real way. Blast it. Dina has escaped, but I don't think we're equipped to pursue at the moment.
Callan just like agrees completely and just kind of like hobbles over and around, trying to get like Kyoho and M up, like propped upwards, and then suggests maybe himself or Damir to go off and get some sort of help to come over, or to ask Damir to inspect Sketch's body.
Yes,
Right.
quite. If we want to get some help, not to be well. Yes. Well, let me inspect first, and then we can determine from there. And Damir's going to go over and just basically inspect the various remains and what is remaining after the gory explosion.
Okay, Demir, who by the way is you are heavily wounded, although you have no marks on your body. The necrotic damage has brought some incredible pain. Old wounds started to resurface. You are limping around as you're looking through the remains, and but you are like using the earthen hand to just lift up the larger chunks of sketch. And roll me an investigation, please, because there is a huge mess of things. Okay. Well, first of all, you find that one of the things that did not seem to burst, despite Sketch bursting, is Sketch's black chainmail armor. It seems like once Sketch died, the armor shrunk in size, returning to a returning to a medium size, all by itself. The crossbow also seems to have shrunk. And with that, as you're searching around, you don't find any money. He didn't seem to have any of that. But you do find something as you lift up some chunks, and as you hear people approaching rushing towards your location. Heavy footfalls of metallic greaves on the stone floor. You find 2 scrolls, bloodied but intact. Underneath what used to be sketches, you assume waste. You do find 2 scrolls.
I'm gonna immediately pocket the scrolls into my bag,
Okay.
and then just go ahead and I guess because they're pretty much bigger and bulkier, just basically grab and hold on to the chainmail and
The crossbow. Okay.
crossbow. Yeah.
As you do that,
Thankfully, the 2 people that have a blood oath give the abjuration scrolls to somebody are unconscious right now and can't know that you have the scrolls until you tell them.
That was
anyway,
exactly.
as you do that, you stash the scrolls. You hear and see both you, Damir and Callahan. You see the City Watch, a group of members approach. What is this? What the hell happened here?
Yes. Could you get the sheriff for us? We seem to have located and this was Sketch.
King Sketch? What?
Yes, it's a long story. We will happy to explain it, but for the time being, just understand that King Sketch is dead, and he's a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit everywhere, really.
Get
the
sheriff.
Just kind of pointing around at different blobs.
All right. One of them turns around, get the sheriff, and he nods and starts running away. The other 3 start to move around, checking the perimeter. Damir, you notice the cloud of daggers seems to have vanished. And
yes, and there was someone who was there was a young female wizard who was associated with Sketch that ran off in that general direction. She fled the scene. We weren't able to stop her, but she was employed with Sketch.
Okay.
And he just kind of once again points over in the general direction where he saw her run to.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to try and shimmy into the building that Sketch was holed up in? We only just saw Sketch, right? I remember we saw a figure in there. I didn't remember if it was...
the only thing, Emeris didn't really get a proper look because Sketch was taking up most of the window. So
Yeah, I was just kind of shut down immediately.
yeah, Sketch was ready. Sketch was so ready for you. So you didn't really get a proper look. So you don't know what else was there. But you get up and you start heading towards the house, and one of the guards goes, "Oi, you, stay here."
I give him 2 thumbs up. Or I give him 2 thumbs up and kind of put my... I lean against the door and see if like the door handle goes like...
Okay. You go and you lean,
Like,
and
cool,
you do feel the door give way a little bit. It is unlocked. He is still looking at you, and while the other 2 went to rush after where Dina was spotted.
I just stay cool. I stay cool and give Demir a wink.
Okay.
Demir like blinks with both eyes back.
Be cool, Demir. Before
That's all I do, yeah.
Before the sheriff arrives, Yoho, Emeris, you both wake up at around the same time. The last thing you remember, Kyoho, was Sketch pretty much exploding. And the last thing you remember, Emeris, was actually a dark wave hit you and you went down.
That was a while ago.
And you also have 3 wounds. That means you are incredibly hurt. You are in a very, very bad situation.
Just a question about wounds. Wounds, do they go away when we've had a long rest or something?
When you have a long rest, you recover 1 wound for a long rest. Or if the spell Lesser Restoration is used, you also recover 1 wound.
Okay.
Actually, no. Lesser Restoration recovers all wounds.
Okay. Emery's kind of just groaning, just stumbles up like.
Yeah, yes.
Can I-
Sketch has been exploded. It's one of those.
Exploded.
He's dead.
I see.
Yes, he's a little bit here and there and well everywhere. And Demir goes back to pointing
I actually can see this. God, you're. Emery's just kind of like looks over Demir, who's probably covered in blood.
Oh, yes.
Just like, yes.
Actually, Kyoho and Damir are the most covered in blood. Callahan has some blood, and you are completely clean because of the wall that stood between you and Sketch.
Exactly as planned.
Yes.
Demir is more red than usual.
Ah, yes.
Demir, you're more red than usual.
Oh, am I? Well, yes. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I haven't really had time to. Well, see, they're much more preoccupied. You see, oh, blast it. Demir just kind of keeps on checking. Like, are you all right? Are you fine? Are you okay? Are you? I'm pretty hurt myself, but I didn't fall unconscious and then back unconscious again, and then back unconscious. How I don't even know how many times you fell unconscious, to be honest.
Yes, I felt myself being drawn to a world other than this, and I'm sure that if it had been too much longer, then perhaps I would have slipped into that strange dimension, but here I remain.
And at that moment, Amaris coughs up blood.
We're
Yes.
probably gonna need a long rest after this.
Demir wants to. What color is the blood that Imris pops up?
It is normal red color. Yes.
Demir makes a note of this and looks towards Callahan and blinks twice.
I need to check something real quick.
Callahan just watches Demir stare intently at the blood and be like,
Like, after coughing up the blood and seeing people stare at it, Emery's just kind of like subtly kind of makes a couple of like movements and is going to cast prestidigitation to change the blood.
To what color?
Just like a kind of glittery purple.
Oh, okay.
Demir starts taking notes and like turns back to Callahan and like winks like 3 times.
Yeah, so apparently when the blood comes into contact with the oxygen, it turns purple.
Yeah.
Yes, interesting. Quite.
Very interesting. But at this moment, you also see more metallic footsteps. You see several more City Watch members. And the sheriff, with his big bushy beard and dark armor, approach. Helmet under his arm, and as he looks at you. All right, so the fuck's going on here? Explain,
Yes,
lads.
We found Sketch.
Yeah, so, sir, remember when we told you that Sketch had become into some sort of rat-like creature?
Aye.
Yeah, so we found him, and he proceeded to drink this potion of sorts, which made him bigger, and then he drank another potion, which made him even larger than that, and then my good friend Callahan, with the great power be them from Maul, was able to explode him and cause a shower of guts and gore flying everywhere, which is the state you see in this place right now. But the point being is that we were able to locate Sketch and dispose of him.
You could have just said that.
He's here and there, and well, really, he's everywhere. And Demir starts pointing all over again.
He looks towards Callahan. You exploded the fucker.
Callahan just acts real cool about it. He's like, yeah, like, I'm pretty good, aren't I? Ignoring like the multiple laceration and bite wounds all across his body, like clearly having died a few times, and like, you know, you can learn a lot through the Church of Maul, buddy.
Inflicting upon Sketch the very same fate he forced these poor townsfolk to endure.
Aye.
And
Well,
says Emrys, like kind of very weak, coughing up some more
yeah.
blood, which they changed to purple again.
Aye. Hope the fucker suffered. Well, he starts like he
Looks like
kicks he kicks a piece of flesh, looks around at you. You lads look like you need a rest. We're gonna need you to give a few statements. You know what it is.
Yeah, yes, of course. If you after we've recovered a bit, if that's all right.
Alright. Quick question. Did he had anything on him?
I was not conscious, so Emrys just kind of
The first thing we did, many of us had fallen unconscious. In fact, everyone except me. The first thing I did was immediately help try and bring my comrades to consciousness, and
He didn't
that's when
answer
people
my
started doing it.
question.
Well, I mean, you could certainly look around. I mean, there's bits of him everywhere, and what he might have had on him. Well, it's probably over here and there and over there. And Demir starts pointing once more.
Roll deception, please, Demir.
Oh boy. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Here we go, -1.
You see him narrow his eyes as he's looking at you, Demir, and goes, aye. Well, I'm gonna need individual statements if you want to get the reward, after all.
But of course.
Aye. I'm gonna start with you, lad. And he points at Demir. Can you come with me for a moment?
Yes, quite. Let me first just seek spiritual guidance from my spiritual advisor here, and
Aye, say your prayers, lad. Don't worry.
The heavily tattooed thug just raises his hand and be like, it's me. Waves a good book of Maul. I'm like, Namir, tell me my child.
The good book, and then the larger one.
Yes.
And then, the two books, I have everything. One of them just reads Player's Handbook on it as well. That's very odd. Demir, what's up?
I have to give a statement. Any sort of a spiritual guidance you could give me from Maul would be well, much appreciated. As
well,
you know,
Maul appreciates honesty.
oh,
but not necessarily towards pigs, if you know what I mean.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, what are we talking to animals? Can you talk to animals? Does Maul converse with animals?
Hurry it up, lad.
John's kind of take it back for a moment. Well, Maul probably does speak with an animal or two. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't double checked that in scripture. I will get back to you on the animal, but for pigs, it's a no go. Comprendo?
I suppose so, and
then I said the exact same thing again in Oni.
The bear's just more confused and just kind of turns away and starts walking towards the guard.
All right. The sheriff.
In Oni, I'm like, Comprendo!
Demir, you follow the sheriff as you go around a corner, and two guards. Well, all the others are either checking for damage, checking what was left of Sketch, and checking other stuff. You go around the corner, and the sheriff is very calmly puts his helmet down on top of a box, turns to you and then very calmly gives you a nod, then grabs you by the collar, pushes you against the wall with a loud thud. Right, lad, I'm gonna ask one question. You're gonna give me an answer. You're not gonna lie to me. I want a straight answer from you. Did Sketch have anything on him?
Yes, he did have the what appeared to be a magic crossbow and and armor. You see, the reason I know that it was magical is because when, like I said earlier, when he was taking those potions and he grew to such large size, I mean, these objects increased size with him, and normally, like a typical.
He actually covers your mouth with his whole hand and goes, you talk too much. The last fella that talked too much didn't really last long. Now, I'm gonna ask you another question. Did he have any scrolls with him? And he uncovers your mouth.
Scrolls of what variety exactly?
You just
Damir have two little Callahans on his shoulder.
he just
One with a big book, one with a
slaps
small
you.
book.
You just slapped you with this big gauntlet covered hand. Just slaps you hard. You do take 4 points of damage.
Oh
Oh my
shit!
god, that's a hard slap.
Hi. It's 1 plus strength. And he pushes you against the wall again. Do you want to try that again, lad?
You mean these scrolls? Tamir reaches into his
Aye.
bag and brings out these ones.
Good lad. I'm going to take these as property of the state for investigation purposes. You understand that?
Yes, quite.
Aye. Now, you can keep the armor and the crossbow. I'm not interested in those. But I'm taking these. Now, look at me, lad. Do the others know about the scrolls?
I do not believe so. No.
Aye.
Uh,
Are you going to tell
no.
them about the scrolls?
I suppose. I don't know. Am I?
He gives you a soft tap on your cheek. I don't think I want him to know. The less people that know about him, the better.
He just kind of nods a little bit.
All right. Now that we have an agreement, you're going to be a rich man. 1,000 gold for you. That's a lot of money. Now, he releases you, and you just see him like smooth your clothes and take away a bit of sketch from your shoulder, and just pats you on the shoulder and go, "All right, lad, you can join the others now. Move."
Thank you. Demir goes off.
All right. Damir, you appear next to the others, and a moment later, the sheriff just shows up and goes, "All right, I think I got all the statements I needed. You lads can go ahead. If you want your reward, come by the City Watch outpost up in Hightown tomorrow. We'll get you your reward. Thank you for your service. You can fuck off now."
Yep, just. It's painful to move. is
Kyoho
all.
will mutter a "you too" under her breath.
All right. And you start heading out, I assume. Callahan,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You're like still leaning against the door.
Is anyone looking at me at the moment?
All right, I'm gonna back a little bit. I'm gonna say during that conversation, roll a stealth to see if you can find a moment to enter. You're about to enter, and one of the guards go, "Oi, what did I say about moving?"
We're looking at him like, you said quite a lot of things about moving and not moving. You know, I'm very confused. I was just in the middle of a massive attack.
Hey, come here, come here, come here. Get away from the door.
All right, I leave the door. I leave the door alone. I leave the door alone. I'm like, all right, look, whatever.
All right. And well, Damir.
I'm mainly just gonna like check on like Kyo. The building is not my biggest concern.
Okay. By the way, Kyoho and Amaris, you're both at 1 HP. Just want to point that out.
Okay.
And yeah, you return. Well, you return to the streets. You leave this area. What do you do?
Oh, are the arrows that I shot in combat in good enough condition to recover?
You shot twice, right? Roll.
Yes.
Roll 2d100.
Okay.
I have a 50% chance of recovering them.
This is not trying to
Recover both.
manscape too much, but did anyone grab the armor and crossbow?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, Demir has it now.
Oh, okay. That must-
If not, that is prime real estate in which Callahan is a massive buyer.
Yeah, but you are heading down the street now. I assume you're heading towards your inn or something? Where are you guys
Yeah.
heading to just
I
while
think-
you're
I
having
think
this conversation? Okay, so towards the wounded soldier.
We're all wounded soldiers tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what are you guys doing?
Callan's probably just
Get
gonna retire.
Yeah.
That was like a lot of everything that he had.
M is like very badly wounded, so
I gotta
it's gonna
I
kind
gotta
of-
nurse this got knocked unconscious headache with alcohol.
Okay. Okay. So you head towards the wounded soldier. Damir, what are you doing?
He's just gonna kind of go with the group towards the end.
Okay. So you arrive at the inn, and it is the same wounded soldier as usual. The few drunkards, the usual people. They are enjoying their drinks. The innkeeper, Mary, she turns to you. You look very. She pulls a little bit of sketch from Kyoho's hair. I need a bath. I'll fill the
That'd be
tub for
wonderful.
you. She goes to fill the tub in the bathing room, and you all can take a bath. You all can buy a room for 5 silver. Yep. Anything else you wish to do for the night, or talk, or whatever?
Can I ask? Sorry, yeah, you on. You were talking first.
No, I was just gonna say Emrys is probably just gonna like pretty much just head off like kind of a bit quieter than usual, given the getting beaten up. a lot.
Almost dying.
Yes.
Hey, Demir. Come here.
Yes. Oh, sure.
How's it going, buddy? I noticed you procured an item during that looting session. Mind if
Yes.
Mind if I have a look at it? Is that okay?
Sure. Which one were you thinking about?
That sleek black armor.
Oh, yes. Here you go. And Demir just kind of hands it to Callahan.
Can I try?
Kind of rattled by everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ritual cast detect magic to see if there's anything magical about it.
Yep. You spend 10 minutes ritual casting detect magic, and both the armor and Amir's crossbow, the one he also is also carrying, both of them are magical. Also, the dagger that Kyoho now has.
If we once we collect our reward, I'm able to receive the money. I should be able to have enough funds to ascertain the true nature of these items and any other sort of magical items we may come across in the future. Once I possess the necessary funds to procure a pearl, that is.
A pearl? What kind of pearl?
It just has to be a rather fancy pearl, one that, though, I don't know, is worth give or take 100 gold pieces, and has some magical attunement and properties to help me cast a certain spell that immediately identifies the true nature behind these sort of magical artifacts. So keep in mind that, as I once suggested to you when we first looked at the dagger, I don't know if any item is particularly cursed or not. That goes beyond my own knowledge and well-being, and I suppose more into your sort of domain as a man of God.
Callum just kind of nods. Is like, well, look, if it isn't cursed, I'm more than happy to take it off your hands. I can reimburse you if you want. I don't know. All I know is that after today, I definitely need a little bit more defense, especially if I'm going to be healing you guys every so often.
Well, to be fair, Callahan, it's not as if these are necessarily mine to give out. I mean, it's something we acquired altogether as part of our defeat of Sketch. And considering I'm pretty sure you're the only one who is well suited to wear such an armor, I see no reason why you shouldn't claim it for yourself.
And
Much
Callahan
obliged.
also did the most damage in that combat.
And he's the only reason we're not all dead.
Yes.
And I tap the little book of Maul that is now very nicely in my breast pocket. And then, kind of like look Tamir over and like, are you okay? Like, I saw you went off with the sheriff. Anything happen? Anything to talk about?
I have a bit of a dilemma, I must say.
Okay, well, I'm a priest. I'm pretty sure I'm almost certain this was in the job description. I didn't read it, mind you, but I have been told.
Yes, well, quite. Well, you see, I've always considered myself to be a rather, how do I put it? I guess if I was to describe my way in few words, which, as you may know, I have difficulty doing sometimes, good and lawful would certainly be two of them. But are we alone? By the way, are we kind of like just in our room, I guess, or
You can.
I was kind of hoping that like it'd just be me and him. Just
Yeah.
be like, yeah, everything.
I'm gonna say, since you were like inspecting the items and whatnot, you could have gone to the room just to be more private. It's fine.
yeah. So, but there's something about this. I don't know, the city watch and the sheriff, and I believe you also are not entirely happy or comfortable with the man. I mean, there was the whole thing about that creature we found in the cistern, and
Kyoho made her worries about them apparent last session.
Yeah, Kyoho mentioned them, just worried about them in general, and well, the fact that we had to go for it and we're the ones that were able to track down Sketch is just, I'm not entirely, I'm just frustrated, to be completely honest. I mean, I lived my life where the idea was, that people of authority and people who are charged with protecting the people are to be respected, and certainly it seems like they do their job, but at the same time, it's just frustrating, and it seems like they have almost, I don't know, ulterior motives, like. And Demir looks around and like, look, we already have a sort of, I guess, secret sharing between the two of us, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, of course. And then just
But-
making a mental note, like, I have no idea what this guy's last name is.
All right. Well, the guard, beyond these items, some of the things I was able to find from Sketch was 2 of the scrolls, and the guards confiscated them, and the sheriff particularly seemed very well interested in them, and he didn't even care about these magical artifacts, this crossbow or this armor, but he did want to acquire the scroll specifically, and he also didn't want me to do what I'm doing right now. Didn't want me to tell anyone, and it's just very uneasy. You would think that if there was something, if anything, whether it would be, sharing with the people that they had taken down Sketch and they had procured some of the means used for the terrorist attacks, or at the very least brought them back to Upton, the man who created them, Arthur Bain, and figured out that returned them to his services or something. I don't know. It's just another thing that doesn't make me feel very good about them, and I'm just frustrated. It's like I should be listening to the guards and just doing what they say, and just they should know best, but there's just a nagging feeling that it's between everything that's going on, the fact that we're having to be the ones going here and actually putting a stop to the menace, and it's just I don't know what to think, I guess, is my point.
That's a lot to have on one person's shoulder. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Truly. Look, I don't know if what you did was right or wrong. I don't trust the sheriff. That's more of a personal thing, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think you're right to trust in people. And I think you're right to do what you did. And dwelling on it won't change the past. There's no spell or book that changes the past anyway. And look, truth be told, it's better in the hands of the authorities. Even if it goes back to that scumbag Arthur, at the very least, you got something, you know what I mean? Like, we know where it is, and it's outside the hands of people like Sketch and people like Dina, who's using these things to create explosives that'll kill people. How many exactly have been used anyway? You guys mentioned, I remember M saying that a certain number of them were taken, right?
Yes, I believe there had been 7 that were created.
7, right? So we had one on the front door of Dina's place, 2 bombs used out in the open. How many? You said you got 1 scroll off the Sketch, or was there more?
There were 2.
So that brings you up to 5, right? So provided Dina has been able to learn the spell, that means there's only 2 more left unaccounted for.
Yes,
And if
presumably.
any more than 2 are used, we at the very least know who else might be using them. If it ever comes to that. And I sincerely hope it never does.
Thank you, Callahan, for your. I'll be completely frank. I'm not sure if I feel that much better, but it is, as you said, reassuring to remind myself that, regardless of how sketchy, no pun intended, these guards might be, there's still ultimately
guards.
Yes.
Like,
and it is definitely a better situation than if, well, obviously it's not as if there was some blood magic formed between Kyoho and Emerus and Ivy, as they assured us, but the still fact that they had told Ivy that they would bring any scrolls they found to her, and, well, the fact that they haven't found any scrolls, and as far as they know,
as long as we keep it between the 2 of us, that anything sketchy is going on, no pun intended, I think we're all good. You know, I feel I like knowing that, like, obviously in our hands, maybe those scrolls might have been done better, but in the hands of the guards, at the very least, we know who's handling them. If you know what I mean.
Right. So, thank you again, Callahan.
No worries. You saw Dina, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Very, very briefly. We had thought that she was just employed with Sketch, or that she was on Sketch's side, I guess, so to speak. But she didn't try to interfere. Rather, she immediately fled from the scene, and she actually let out a magical spell, a cloud of daggers behind her, as if to specifically prevent me from pursuing. Obviously, I was a bit preoccupied as things were, but
Did she seem like she was fleeing, or did she seem as if she was escaping? Do you think?
she was carrying a large bag of sorts, and then she seemed shocked to see me and fled the scene, and then began to run away. So I don't know exactly. I'm not that type of person, but it almost seemed as if she was running away, so to speak, as if she was almost like ransacking the place. Like, I have the feeling that whatever was in the bag, I mean, there was something there. And I don't know, she seemed obviously shocked to see me, but perhaps with the commotion, she knew that Sketch might be preoccupied, or maybe she was simply off to do some nefarious scheme and required all the stuff she was carrying. I don't know, but it definitely seemed like she had little interest in making sure that Sketch stayed alive and well.
I got that. I get that. All right, that kind of leaves with a lot. I'm thinking, Sketch dead. We still need to take care of Dina. Things aren't looking for her, and if I'm being honest with you, I have very little doubt that she was working with and for Sketch than anything else. I don't feel as if there was any sort of foul play involved, and I think she's directly involved. And my biggest fear here is her being able to learn and utilize those spells like we can.
She being at large is still most certainly a problem for us. And like I said, even if she didn't have interest in Sketch's well-being, well, to my understanding, these nefarious types tend to, how do you call it, stab each other in the chest fairly often.
That is exactly the phrase, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think starting tomorrow, we're going to have to start making a manhunt for this Dina woman. She is way too dangerous of a figure to let loose.
Agreed.
And hey, at least tomorrow you can identify and get yourself that pearl, huh?
Hope so. Let's hope there's no issues with our receiving payment.
I mean, why would there be? We have such an outstanding and upstanding law force. That was a joke.
Okay.
I kind of put a hand on Grace's shoulder and was like, "There's anything else you need to talk about? You know where my room is. Take care of yourself, bud. All right, chin up."
Thank you, and you too, Callahan. And Demir. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Anything else? Or just turning in for the night?
Demir will be turning in for the night.
All right.
Callahan's turning in for the night too.
All right.
Howdy.
Kyoho, Emerus, also turning in for the night?
Yep.
All right. You go to sleep. Lay your faces down on your pillows. And during the night, you level up to level 4.
Oh! Oh my
I did absolutely nothing in that fight.
Well, it's not from the fight, it's from the whole arc. The sketch
from
arc.
experience.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to everyone, Emery's had a a psionic experience while unconscious, battling off Sketch's his mental energy. That's the real reason we won.
Yes, of course, of course. While everyone was fighting the body, you were fighting the mind.
Yes.
All right, so first of all, level 4 is pretty easy to level up. So let's just do it real quick. Everyone gets the half your HP, half your hit die plus Constitution. So I do believe everyone here is a D8. Except except for the wizard.
The wizard and the sorcerer.
Yes. So wizard and the sorcerer, you level up 4 plus your Constitution, while the cleric and the monk, it is 5 plus Constitution.
Yep. I have pretty good constitution, luckily.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I'm up to 30.
You
I'm also-
all gain the ability score modifier.
Feet.
Oh yes, I can finally have. I finally have 16 intelligence.
Oh, great, great.
I'm probably going to take that alert feat. That gives me the
Ooh, nice.
wisdom and the +5 to passive perception. So
Yeah. You now have 23 passive perception.
I have. Is it 23?
It's 7.
No, is it not?
17 plus. Yeah.
Is it not 24 because my wisdom goes up as well?
Well, if your wisdom goes up, it's 24. Yes. Also,
Yeah.
Kaput Fabs, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, to the D&D stream, while my players level up to level 4. All right, Kyoho, I believe you are now a cook,
Yes, I now have cook's utensils
and now you
proficiency.
can also heal yourself with key points. That's nice. And
Yay.
Emeris, what are you leveling up? Stats or getting a feat?
charisma and intelligence.
Ooh, nice. That leaves just
Have a look at feats just in case, but
all right.
for now, I'm pretty sure it'll just be stats.
That leaves just the spells for the spellcasters. Well,
Spells. I should have a look.
actually, now that you increased your wisdom, Callahan, you also can prepare an additional spell. No, 2 additional spells per day.
I get one more spell name
Yes.
and one more level 3 spell slot. Level 2 spell slot, sorry.
Yes, one more level 2 spell slot. Very nice, very nice.
Oh, I've been changing the shift to actually.
If you need help with the sheet, I can provide help fairly quickly.
Level.
I do believe once you put level 4, it immediately changes your spell slots. Yep, it does. All right.
Cool.
Yay.
Yeah.
Bonuses from Tasha's.
Well, now Kyoho, you can heal yourself and you can cook people. I mean, cook for people.
And Slowfall.
And slow fall. That would have been useful.
That would have been useful.
Yeah. Well, while you're
My passive investigation has gone up too.
yes, your passive investigation also increases by 5. So you are a very alert person.
And I now have 23.
Actually, it's not alert then, it's the observant feat, correct?
Observant, yeah, sorry, I got that wrong at the start, yeah.
Yes.
'Cause
'Cause alert is completely different.
Yeah, alert is initiative or some shit
Yep.
like that, yeah.
And you can't be surprised, which is pretty good.
I now have slightly higher armor class too. Yay!
There we go. Level 4. Everything's looking up.
Everything's looking up. We might not die.
Well, you haven't died yet. And you just fought the big bad. Aw. Another OPRP buddy. Thank you for stopping by, man. Just watch our stream and you'll slowly learn
Yeah.
the ins and outs of D&D. Oh,
and why One Piece RP isn't a hard stat system.
sure. This is. Anyway, as you will finish up your spellcasting, I believe we can continue on with.
While they're doing their spells, I'm gonna check my soup.
Check your soup then. Real quick then, you good with spells?
sorry. Do you know how to change the passive perception?
Yes, I do. You go to your sheet.
Oh, and then do I just do +5, is it?
Yep. Where it says passive perception, just add the +5.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. 23. What a whopper.
23.
Yep.
So it's 4 plus 5. That's 9 plus 2 from your proficiency. Something's missing. What's missing?
Yeah, it's from. I have 8 from expertise.
Oh, you have expertise. Right. Ooh.
That's what my skill expert was for.
Next level, it's going to increase even more because you gain more proficiency. So you're going to have 25 passive perception.
I'll be seeing everything.
You will be. Actually, there is a downside to having high passive perception, which is you are so aware that it's almost like when the Superman started using his powers and hearing everyone at the same time and every single noise. It is kind of annoying, but well, at least you'll be able to spot all the enemies and all the traps and all. Yeah. In terms of spells, everyone all right?
I'm still looking at spells, but
I believe you gain 1, correct?
yeah.
That's good.
I think I get an extra prepared.
Your prepare spells are your wisdom plus wisdom modifier plus your level. So it's 4 plus 3. 4 plus 4, so it's 8. You prepare 8 spells per day.
Wounds more.
Plus the 4 that you get for free.
Yeah. Those are all the cantrips and stuff.
Cantrips
Well, sorry, no. Cantrips are normal, and then I get 4. Yeah.
Very nice.
I might just add Aiden Zone of Truth for the moment.
All right, cool. Stav, you back? Still checking on the soup. Damir, you doing okay with spells?
Yeah, I just got to figure out what my last cantrip is going to be, but otherwise.
Ooh, you got a
My
cantrip.
next cantrip, I mean.
Nice. I don't remember everything people get, but that's good. Oh yeah, Emerus also gets a cantrip.
Do I?
Yeah. You have 5 cantrips at level 4. Welcome back.
Oh, they're still doing spells? I could leave again.
No, actually, while you're doing spells, so you can still start preparing. Just gonna continue on as you wake up the next morning. You feel refreshed, although Amaris, you are still wounded. You still have a slight limp and pain on your side where the crossbow bolt hit you. Callahan, did heal. Callahan and Kyoho did heal your wound, so you're all right. Still sore from last night. Yes, last night's battle. All of you are in general quite sore from last night's battle. It was quite the the dangerous endeavor. But you come down the stairs and you have your breakfast. You have your plates of meat and breads and a mug of ale. You enjoy it and you pack up your things and you decide to go into town, up to Hightown to gather your reward.
As a friendly reminder, Demir starts the day by casting the alarm as a
Yes, I know them.
casting
Don't worry
as a
about it.
ritual.
It's fine. So there's just an alarm at the inn that is there, and if someone else takes the room, you're just gonna feel it, and someone took my room.
Oh, drat.
All right, so you head out. You head towards Hightown, and you immediately sense that the general mood of the city has changed. You immediately detect that there's a lot more people outside. There's a lot more people interacting, a lot more people celebrating. Happy faces, cheerful faces. As
News might have got around that Sketch got exploded yesterday.
Kind of hard to miss, really.
Indeed. And Callahan, with your ungodly perception, you hear everything people are saying around you. It's kind of hard to focus, but then you start picking up a few things.
I'm so nosy. I'm just really just in everyone's business.
Yep, you are. First of all, you hear how Jessica cheated on her husband. Yes. You also hear that old James died last night, poor thing, choked to death on a pea. Quite a tragedy. But you also hear most of the information that seems to be popping up, and most of what seems to be on people's tongues is the news that the City Watch captured and executed Sketch in a fierce battle yesterday. Seems to be the news that is spreading around town.
My face just kind of hardens, but it's not. I'm not going to be too pressed about it, if you know what I mean.
All right. You continue on, and as you...
I do let the others know, though. Like, I'm kind of like, yeah, just so you're aware.
Okay, so you tell the other ones.
Stealing our glory, then.
As expected.
Quite.
Somewhat underhanded, though. As you say, Kyoho, it is certainly expected that they would seek to not reveal what truly happened.
Right. You continue on towards the gate, the castle, when the City Watch is... the base of the City Watch is close by. You arrive, and two of the guards, you've seen them yesterday at the Sketch murder scene, and they spot you and they give you an order. Come right in. And one of them actually walks in with you. Sheriff's not in, but he told me to give you your reward and to... what was it? Yes. City Watch thanks you for your service and your aid. Yeah.
Nod.
And
I hang back a little. I'm watching these guys. If I can, I'll be at the back of the group.
Okay. You can wait by the entrance, because you're not being led too further in. You wait in the corridor, and the guard enters a room, and you can barely see as he leaves the door a bit open. You see a safe, and you see him talk to another guard who opens up the safe. and then he pulls something out of the safe closes, and he turns to you and presents to you a smallish box, wooden box, polished, seems to have some embellishments, and a lock, just a swirly like lock. You just turn it and it unlocks. It doesn't even have a key, and it gives it to present it to Kyoho. Right, should be all there as per the bounty. Again, thank you for your services. And he looks around. We know how much you've helped the city watch and the city. And he just gives you that nod as in move along.
Does he
Alright.
does he seem truthful, or is he kind of like saying it to put on airs? You know what I mean?
Roll an insight.
Alright, give me 2 seconds.
Demir's gonna go ahead and like try and make sure the money's all there.
Okay. Callahan. He seems fairly honest, but he also seems to obviously he's trying to rush you out of the city, the headquarters. But he seems honest when he's thanking you, at least.
Okay, so he kind of comes off as like one of the good ones, quote unquote.
Apparent from what you can tell, seems like it. And with that roll, you actually notice as you enter the city watch, you did get a few nods, like a few people acknowledge you, at least in the city watch. Although the news spreading about is different from what you would have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be at all possible to kind of like take someone to the side to kind of ask them about Dina at all?
Sure. You're waiting by the door while you're waiting for the gold to be taken. You talk to one of them. The guard turns to you, gives you a hard look, and right, didn't hear anything from me. But even the sheriff has been doubling the watch on the gates. Seems like nobody's getting out of Hightown without getting a second look, if you know what I mean. So far, we haven't spotted anything, but he looks around. Again, didn't hear it from me, but seems like someone pretty important is very interested in finding her.
It wouldn't be that mage fella, no. I've
Wouldn't
heard
know.
words about him now. I wouldn't know anything about him, but
He just shrugs. Well, no, I don't know. He raises his voice. I've never been to the Wounded Soldier myself. I used to frequent other taverns myself. Yep. Just adjusts his belt. Good day, sir.
no bother. I kind of like lean over to him like, you didn't hear this from myself, but that mage guy, I'd give him a few looks if I were you, if it was possible. I kind of like lean away.
He just looks at you and looks around. Honest, sir. Some people are not worth the trouble. And he just walks away. You return as Damir.
I'll leave these working men alone. I'll stop harassing them for 2 minutes.
Damir, you were counting the gold inside, and you realize there is no gold inside. The box contains platinum coins. And you count 100 platinum coins.
Ooh.
Which is the equivalent of 1,000 gold. All neatly ordered.
So that'd be 25 each?
Yes, so 250 gold per person.
Well, I'm going to write it down in this platinum piece section.
Yes, that is what it is for.
And continue to ignore the electrum piece, please.
What is that?
It doesn't exist.
Yes, it does
It's
not
just a,
exist.
it's just a convenient spot so you can easily distinguish between the sort of, minor coins like copper and silver and then the major ones like gold and platinum.
Of course, yes, that is exactly it. Good job, Oshio. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, so you are rushed a little bit outside of the headquarters into the streets as you do look in the distance, and obviously Callahan is the first one to spot this because he always is and he always will be from now on. But you look in the distance and you see as part of Sketch's head, the part of it blew up, but the part that it could recover is being mounted on a pike in front of the castle wall. And everyone is cheering as the terrorist is gone. And now you have gold. Well, platinum. Lots of it.
Yeah.
What do you wish to do with it?
I know what Demir.
Shopping spree.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Demir,
Yes.
now that we're out of there, could you help with a worry that I have and just detect magic on the box and the contents real quick?
Oh, yes. Just give me some time, and I'll start ritual casting detect magic
Okay.
and the contents.
You ritual cast detect magic. And you find a faint magical energy emanating from the box. It reads as divination magic.
What box?
The box with the platinum.
Ooh, spicy.
There's a trace of divination magic on this box.
Could you try and figure out what it is?
Well, if maybe with a bit of time and actually with some of this money, I could acquire a pearl and perhaps figure out right away if there's indeed an enchantment on this rather than
Yes.
if
thank you.
if the box itself is magic. I mean, if it's just a spell that's affected, I'm not entirely sure how that will work.
You can
been a
detect.
while
You
since
can
I've been-
detect a spell with the identify, a spell that has been cast on something.
But yes, if we are able to with some of this newfound money acquire a pearl for my purposes, then yes, I will be able to identify what exactly the spell is.
All right.
All right. Do you wish to go buy the pearl right now?
Would like to go buy the pearl right now.
All right. I'm gonna say
Well, I think
you find a
We
jeweler
should stick
very easy.
together until that is done.
Okay. So, everyone agree? I assume.
Yeah, I'm all down with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of you go and get your pearl from a jeweler. It does cost 100 gold. So mark off 100 gold. Whoever
Or 10
spends
platinum.
or 10 platinum. Yes.
Buy it, and then I guess we'll then maybe just take kind of like how we've been doing, just kind of get off in a little bit of an alleyway or so, just kind of away from everyone. And
Mm-hmm.
all right, time to properly identify all these objects. I guess I'll start with this box, and perhaps after
I
that's a
still have the
crossbow,
proof.
and then that piece of armor I gave that you have, Callahan.
And the dagger, don't forget.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe we did ascertain the true nature
Yeah.
of the dagger through the assistance of Arthur.
Yeah.
Am I mistaken, Imrus?
No, that's correct. It's a dagger of venom.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
By the way, is Callahan, did he chose to wear the armor right away, or was he waiting until?
Oh no, I let you. Yeah, after you said the whole thing, it kind of freaked him out. So he was like, maybe double check if it was cursed. Like that's.
Okay.
I'm worried. I'm more
To be
worried about
fair,
this
I
than
did
you and me.
say
It was being worn by a necromantic
figure out if it was
giant
cursed.
rat man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am
but-
now actually Rat Callahan.
Into a
Pleased
rat.
to meet
All
you.
right, so this will take me about half an hour to ascertain, get all these identify these three things. So of course I can provide updates as I finish, roughly every 10 minutes or so.
Yes.
All right. Also, Moncahi's was taken. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so very much. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Right. So, first of all, you detect magic on the box. The box has. You don't really know the spell. You do get the information of how the spell works. It's more of a mishmash of some divination magic, which allows the user to hear what is said around a certain item from a distance. It's basically a listening device.
Do I know if does the box itself seem to be of any worth, or is it just kind of like a regular box?
Box seems it's pretty, but depending on who you talk to, you might get, I don't know, a couple of silver for it. A gold if
Demir,
you're really good at talking.
as soon as he finishes, kind of discerning its nature, Demir's improved Oni strength, he basically just like chucks it down like over like with the roof line and just basically off into the distance.
Okay. You guys just see like Demir finishes the ritual, looks at the box, and throws it.
So what was on it?
Blasted guards trying to listen in on us.
No, we got the money out.
Yeah. The money was we already distributed the money.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Demir, that was a unexpected burst of strength.
Yes, the blasted guards, they are spying on us. Good call, Kyoho, on seeing about that. He kind of looks over to Callahan and then like kind of calms himself a little bit.
They may attempt to spy on me, but I'm sure they will not be able to penetrate my psychic messages.
Yes, quite. The best of my knowledge, I'm not entirely familiar with the spell, but basically it would it is a sort of way of they could hear us while we are carrying the box around us, and considering the box itself seems to be worth very little, it's just not worth it.
I told you that something felt off about them.
Quite so.
Something off about the
guards.
Moving on then, and Amir, as they continue talking, Amir starts casting the second ritual spell on the crossbow.
Right. Just want to point out one thing. This last follower, Monka, was my 100th follower.
Woo!
nice.
Welcome to the
Little
stream.
golf clap so I don't activate the alarm again this week.
yes. No clapping, because that went very badly. Just the woo is more than enough. Yeah, but welcome 100th follower.
I'm sure it was no coincidence that since we started streaming this campaign, your follower count has doubled.
Of course, no coincidence. Of course. Thank you, guys. Yeah. So you continue on with the identification of the crossbow, and you realize it is a +1 crossbow. Basically, gives you +1 to hit and to damage.
Right then, so this crossbow here, it is certainly magical, and that means it can infect. Well, for instance, Yoho, you were having trouble hurting Sketch earlier. This would have the magical properties necessary to hurt a similar creature, but beyond that, unlike the dagger, it doesn't seem to have any necessary additional properties to it.
Still,
what size of crossbow is it?
The light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
So it's a D8 damage.
It's not something I'm particularly focused in, but it would be nice to keep it on hand should we come across something that is hard for me to damage again.
It's not exactly my sort of speed, but I do know how to use these to a certain extent, so I suppose I could hold on to it. Simris or Callahan, one of you are interested in it.
I require no physical weapons. My greatest weapon is my mind, of course.
Oh, right, so, I mean. Very well, I'll hold on to it for the time being.
All right.
Time for that, right? Last item.
I want to point out unlike the dagger, the crossbow is not concentration. Not concentration. Sorry, it's not. It does not need to attune. So it does not take an attunement slot, which is nice because you only get 3 of those.
Yeah.
Third item now, then. That's Callahan. If you could bring that armor over to me and.
Right. The ritual commences once again, and you decipher that this chain shirt is also magically enhanced to be more protective. It is a +1 chain shirt.
Ooh.
Yes, so this is a very similar kind of hand. So it's magical in nature. It's going to offer a bit more protection, but beyond that, not too much. Like I said, these are just simply the magical qualities. I've been able to ascertain whether it's, well, to be completely honest, if either of these items are cursed or not, that falls outside of my expertise. But I'm certain there won't be too much of an issue. It seems relatively straightforward, and typically cursed items tend to have very powerful effects associated with them in return for the curse. But like I said, that's only conjecture from my part.
My guess is Sketch seemed pretty well off for a thief, and he had some pretty strong stuff in that base that we helped raid. He probably just took the good stuff for himself.
Indeed.
Quite so.
If is anyone eyeballing that magical chain shirt? Or
I think you're the only one here that wears armor.
Yeah, as I mentioned before,
omniscient
I think you're
sight
the only
is
one.
allowing him to absorb it onto his body.
Callahan, you're the only one that can wear armor, so.
It actually doesn't change my AC in the slightest.
But it does one thing that you might be
It
happy
does
about.
mean that I no longer have disadvantage, yeah.
Yep, no disadvantage on stealth. No more.
Hey.
Clank, clank, clank. Now, if you fail at stealth, it's because you suck, not because your armor is dragging you behind. Now, you finish your identification. You are, well, I would say you were in a back alley somewhere, finishing up your identification. What do you guys do? What do you guys wish to do? Where do you guys wish to go?
Just on the subject of magical attunement, as someone, I know Kyoho grabbed the dagger. Did Kyoho then proceed to attune with it, or did give back
I've
to
not
Emerus?
attuned with it now. In fact, if Emerus wants it back, I can give it to her. I grabbed it to try and see if it would hurt Sketch, but I didn't get a chance to use it.
Sketch go
yes,
boom.
well, it is certainly a curious artifact, though I have no personal attachment to it. If you wish to keep it, then it is yours. But I shall certainly accept it if you wish to return it. In any case, we have the matter of the scrolls, which we did not retrieve.
Yes.
Now, we were simply tasked with bringing Ivy any scrolls we could acquire. So, having acquired none.
Are they saying this with an earshot, are they?
Are you?
How high does my passive perception have to be able to hear this?
I mean, I think you hear a guy taking a shit in the 7 Rocks, but
Perfect. Perfect.
Kyoho and Emerus, are you having this conversation out in the open, or?
We have no reason to hide it.
Yeah.
We didn't make a blood oath or anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who talks about blood oaths? Nobody.
I am interested to know that there's likely some scrolls or some part in the area that the warehouse that we investigated, that perhaps by now the city guard has ascertained discovered. Although I am, to be completely honest, a bit curious to see if they've investigated the area or what there was. Callahan, I believe you were trying to find your way in, but had some difficulties.
You said you saw Dina run away?
Yeah, so
I would assume that she would have the scrolls on her because she's the one that knows how to use them. Wouldn't that be right?
correct, assuming of course that when she was running away, she had, depending on why exactly she was running away, like I said, she had a large sack. It seemed as if she was carrying large objects. That certainly the scrolls might have been thrown in there, but for instance, if she was trying to ransack the place and flee, then it would stand to knowledge that yes, she would acquire any scrolls that she knew the locations of, at least, assuming Sketch hadn't hidden them away, and not to mention that, and the fact that she was just leaving for something completely unrelated and then decided to flee in the chaos. It's possible she had not even thinking to grab any. It all really depends on what the exact nature of her departure entailed.
So the question becomes, is it worth searching this building that Sketch and Dina were residing in? When
We might find something that the guard missed, but they might have gotten anything of interest.
Indeed.
If they even let us in.
Indeed.
Well,
I don't know if it's obvious, but they don't seem to trust us. Kyoho will point up the direction that Demir threw the box.
Right, so
Alternatively, we could seek out Dina, although we know that the guards are also searching for her. We may be hard pressed to find her before they do.
I would like to
we
throw
found
out
Sketch
that
before they did.
Although,
right.
We may have better luck returning to Ivy, as she may be able to provide information on tracking down Dina once more that the guards do not have. Though we will be returning without the scrolls, we, I'm sure, relaying that our intentions are to search for Dina and therefore the scrolls. She may, as per our agreement, we offered any scrolls we could find. So even if we do have no scrolls, then that is simply how it is.
Yes. That would be one of those loopholes.
I would also like to throw out there that in case we do want to do some investigation in areas where we might not necessarily be welcome, I did some studying last night, and I do have at least I think I've nailed down one spell I've been studying recently that might be able to help us in that area.
Mm.
If we choose, of course, to pursue perhaps looking around the warehouse or something similar, even if we think the guards won't be too keen on us.
We could certainly start there.
That was
Sorry, you cut off RB.
just saying that. That was just all Demir had to say.
So what do you guys decide to do as a collective group in this moment?
I believe we're going to the warehouse, or the place that Sketch and Dina were.
Oh, the hideout. The hideout. Okay.
Yes, the hideout.
You head towards the hideout, and it is not far because it's also in Hightown. And once you get there, you find the doors unlocked, and nobody around.
Callahan, are we sure there's no one around? Mr. Passive Perception beat.
Mr. Passive Perception dropped, and he's back.
I'm so sorry. I hit disconnect rather than unmute. That's my fault.
Yes, the ultimate mute button.
I'm so sorry. I was like,
Well,
I
if you're
clicked
so
it so
perceptive,
nonchalantly
then you
too,
should
and
have
then
known
the
to hear
face
what we're
things
all
came
saying,
up,
even
told
if
me how my stream was, and I was like, I don't know. Can I open up my third eye and see if anyone is truly not around?
Like, your passive perception is so high that Mal sees you
Yeah,
actually
what's Maul
see,
seeing right now?
yeah,
What's
Mal
Maul seeing right
sees,
now?
and he gives you a play-by-play. You look around from just a cursory glance. You didn't notice anyone even looking in your direction. Most of the people are just chatting and doing their own stuff.
Hmm.
Do we wish to check for magical
I could attempt to
thingies again?
discern whether there really are any individuals within, though I would find it quite unlikely.
Right then.
What are you doing?
Who wants to lead the way?
I went first last time.
That is true.
Yes.
Yes, and that did not turn out too terribly well.
It certainly could have gone slightly better. My senses weren't as keen that I did not detect Sketch's mind beforehand.
We're just entering the hideout, yeah?
The sketches hideout. Yes.
Yeah, Callan just goes for the door. He's like, yeah, I wanted to do this yesterday. Let's go. I just really just let myself in.
Okay.
All right,
Just-
everybody roll dexterity checks.
yeah, Callahan just goes in, opens the door. By the way, are you wearing the black armor now, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I am looking flash as hell.
Callahan with his black armor on, he just walks right in. And what you find immediately, Callahan, is a ransacked place. Everything, all the furniture that used to be in position is on the floor, splayed out, some of it broken. The first floor has been completely turned around. All the drawers are on the floor. Everything seems a mess, like a hurricane went through this.
Yeah.
Can I make a so my passive investigation went up by 5 as well. Does that add anything?
This is what you spotted. If you want to do something more focused, you're gonna have to roll.
Yeah, of course. What do I roll?
Roll just an investigation. You start picking up
Nice.
stuff and
Demir's gonna join him in investigating.
okay, you have advantage then. Roll again.
Oh, I have advantage.
Yeah, because he's helping. So
Spicy. Ah,
right,
fuck.
so that's 12. You look around. You look around, and everything that seems to be there, it's either broken furniture or you see some cloths, some tablecloths and whatnot, but nothing of value, nothing that stands out.
Is
At
this
least
the
on the first
lowest
floor.
floor?
Yes,
It's the lowest floor?
yes.
All right, I'm going to start. Is there any, like, bookshelves or anything?
Nope.
Hmm.
Mostly just a living space. It isn't a big house, so it's mostly just hallway and living space and a kitchen.
Yeah.
Demir, have you investigated for any remnants of magic in this place?
Can certainly start that, and I'll start casting detect magic, so I can be a little magic radar,
All right.
a magic detector.
You cast some detect magic and you feel around. No magic at all. Nothing.
All right, I'm gonna start heading towards the second floor then, or
At least we can be certain there are no wards or anything that might be attempting to divine us, as with that box.
Mm-hmm. You head towards the second floor, and it does have two different rooms spread about. Well, on either side of the hallway. The one of the rooms, the door is open. The lock seems to have been broken, and the
Yeah.
other one seems to have just an open door.
Still no magic.
Nope,
Any
nothing.
radium.
You don't feel any magic coming from anywhere.
Can I look around for like if there's any like, you know, false like floor planks that might be like some sort of hiding spot or something like that, like anything sort of like hidden
Gonna roll an
compartments
investigation
or
for
something
me.
like that.
You're searching what room? Which room?
The one that was locked.
Okay, so the one that has a broken lock. Okay.
Yeah.
You search around and you don't find any hidden compartments. What you do find is some drag marks on the floor. Something heavy was here, and something heavy was dragged towards the door, and you can faintly follow it towards the stairs. Something heavy, something square, from what you can tell.
A chest of some sort, I think.
You assume something of the sort, either a
So it
chest or some
seems so.
piece of furniture. Seems to be the only thing. Oh yes, you also find a very dirty mattress on the floor. Some blankets, smelling horribly, and the mattress itself does have some blood on it. Some of the blankets
Oof.
have blood on them as well.
Oof.
Nothing under the mattress though, or
You lift up the mattress and you don't see anything, just see more blood on the other side of the mattress. Seems like it was so dirty that it was flipped over at some point.
Demir just slowly lowers the mattress back down.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, yes. There is the other
Fuck
room. Who is searching the other room?
I guess I'll need to roll an investigation.
Roll an investigation.
Yeah, +1. I'm a 0.
Ooh,
+0.
19. Nice.
Yeah, 19.
Yes.
Save my good rolls for outside of combat.
Yeah, you search around this room and you realize this room is the room where Sketch was because the window was broken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You find another mattress on the floor. This one in not with no blood, but it is caked with filth. You also find a dresser, seems to be empty now, open doors, and
Yeah.
little else, just little things that you'd find in the bedroom, but nothing really stands out.
Can I move the dresser and see what's behind it?
Yeah, sure. With your Oni strength, you just almost pick it up and put it to the side. You don't find anything behind it.
I'll put the dresser back.
Okay.
Well, they were at least thorough.
Yes. I did say there's a chance we couldn't find anything because I got everything.
Yes, but at least we checked it out.
All right. Anything else you want to do in this room?
Don't think so.
Look under the mattress.
Okay. You look under the mattress. There's floor.
Bum bum.
Dun dun dun.
Yes.
All right.
You don't really spot anything else of interest here.
All right.
You start heading downstairs, and as you reach the bottom of the stairs, all four of you, Okay, monk. I'll drink water. Thank you. Everyone hydrate if you want.
Oh, I thought that was what we were hearing downstairs.
No.
Didn't realize some of the hard work.
You reach the bottom of the stairs, and as you look towards the door, the entrance to this place, you find that there is a person there. Standing in front of the door is a young man, looks to be in his early to mid 20s. Smooth skin, ash blonde hair that seems to be cut short, has these dark tips to it. He is dressed in fine-looking clothing. Seems very well dressed. Seems to have spent a fair bit of coin on it. Has these red and purple colors to his attire. He has a cane in his hand, held up in front of him. Both his hands resting on top of the cane, and you do notice the most impactful feature of him is he has a green eye and a red eye, two different colored eyes, as he looks at you and smiles brightly and goes, "Good evening. My name is Yoru Sulfur, and I'm here to discuss something with the killers of the Rotten Kings." And he gives you a small bow. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
That was the city guard, not us.
Wait, do you want to talk to us or kill us? If you want to talk to us, it was us. If you want to kill us, it's the city guard.
Yes. Well, keep that in mind for next session. All right. I think that's a good place to stop.
It's a good stopping point, yeah.
Yep. And you know how I like my cliffhangers. And
Nope.
Peace, yo. That's pretty intense. I mean, I am curious
Yeah.
about this guy. I'm still very suspect. The sheriff fella, Dina
Yeah.
seems like an absolute wagon.
Sus.
She is 100% mega wagon.
I want to investigate the sheriff so bad, but Emrys was like completely unaware of what happened, so
oh,
Demir,
Yeah,
Demir
I just don't know. I
such a
just
good
don't know how to
guy.
approach the sheriff shakedown, if you know what I mean. But
Demir's
also,
struggling with
holding Demir
lawful
up
good
against the
versus-
wall,
I know.
definitely on my shit list now.
Yeah.
I would get so.
When I
yes.
asked Demir to investigate the box, I was afraid it was going to be trapped with one of the scrolls that he took to get rid of us so that we wouldn't cause any more problems because they were taking credit.
Ah, smart.
Let me just take notes. I'm kidding.
Well, you already know what's on the box. You can't do that. But no, I have, like I said, I've been feeling off about the sheriff ever since he was not too interested in talking about whatever is in the well, and that's just gotten worse from there.
To be completely honest, the saddest part about me having to hand the scrolls back because I don't get to scribe them into my spell book.
yes, I feel your pain, buddy. I really feel your pain.
That's the real reason we need to find Dina and the remaining spell scrolls so I get a free spell.
Yeah.
That's the end goal of this whole thing. Anyway, night, guys.
Have a good
one.
night. I am going to
All right.
rate someone and end the stream here. But thank you, everyone, for sticking around. Whoever is still here, thank you for listening to our little adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my players enjoyed it. I
Yes.
definitely enjoyed it.
I'm going to go take me a dinner break and get some stuff done, and then I'm going to be streaming for several hours tonight.
Yes, go
With
check
the new Final
out.
Fantasy 14 patch hit.
Go check out Savian. He is playing Final Fantasy, and it is going to be a hell of a stream. Go give him a follow. Go give him a view. All of you.
Give another shout out to Sarcastrophe too while you're
Yes,
doing it.
and another shout out to Sir Castrophe. Thank you so much for reminding me. And there we go. And I am going to be rating our BMO. He is a wonderful person. He's currently playing Apex. He is a person that always jumps into my streams at least to say hello. And he's a
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm trying to give him a follow.
awesome person. So say hello to him, give him a follow, give him a view, just give him some love, and I'll see you all. Well, for me, it's going to be probably tomorrow. I'm going to stream, but for more D&D with this group, it's always on Tuesdays. I have another party, which is Talia Pathfinders, which is usually on Saturday. Tune in to that one as well. And yeah, so let's give our BMO some love and a lot of love from me to all of you. Good night, guys.
Good night.
No.
Night.
Night.